So I actually laugh when I think about this, but I can look back at my younger years, like my teenage years from like high school when I had my first girlfriend up until like my mid to later 20s. So I'm 30 now. So that, the teens to the 20s, I can look back at that and I can see that I would basically like hang on to the first girl that kind of like gave me attention that I thought I can get into a relationship with. And I actually argue that most men are like that just because us guys, man, we don't have like the available dating options that women do. It's like once we get a girlfriend, we have a girlfriend, we kind of check out of the dating market, but women are never out of the dating market. They get hit on all the time. And I remember back then thinking about this girl that I liked, like if I didn't hear from her, if I couldn't hang out with her, that would basically like cloud my head with these thoughts and it would stop me from like doing other things because I was so fixated on the girl. Back then, I used to make girls like the center of my world. And now I tell men that women should be like the absolute lowest priority on your list just because like the more women you start interacting with, the more dating experience you get over time, you're going to start understanding that for the most part, at least from my experience and from the other men that I've talked to and studied and listened to, women just come and go. Every girl in my life has came and gone. The amount of girls that I've dated this past year alone none of them are in my life. They've all came and gone. Now, granted, a lot of these girls, as of now, I have chosen not to like continue on. Not a lot of them, but a few of them I've chosen. Like I could have gotten into a relationship with them, and I was like, no, I'm sorry. You just don't meet the criteria of women that I want. So the abundance mindset, I wish this was something that I could say you're just going to all of a sudden get after watching a video like this, but it really does come down to just practice and kind of how you view yourself. I would think this actually comes down to more of like, how much do you respect yourself? If you know what you want in a woman, you're going to want to keep dating women until you find this one girl. Now, if you're younger, like I was back then, you might not know what you want. And in that case, I think it really comes down to just trial and error. You're going to be dating and talking to a lot of girls, and you're likely to get your heart broken once or twice. And then the more girls you date, you're going to start seeing, okay, I'm cool with that. I really like that. I like that she looks like this. I like that she does that. But I absolutely hate that she just complains and all the time, that she's like not fun to be around. She doesn't really talk to me. Doesn't seem like she knows how to communicate. You're going to start picking up on stuff like that. So in the rest of this video, I'm going to try to explain what it's like to have an abundance mindset, on like how this makes dating so much easier. And this is something I really encourage you guys to try to adapt over time. And it will take practice, especially if you're a man that does like you talk to girls and one's like, heck yeah, I think you could date her. Instead of hanging on to that, we're going to want to start vetting our women to see if this girl likes you or not. Okay, because there will be another girl if this one does not work out, I promise you. So the guy that I was in the past that would hang on to the first girl that he could basically get into a relationship with. You ever hear those guys that say like happy wife, happy life? These guys fit that category. They do not respect themselves enough to believe that they can find another woman that's just as hot as the current girlfriend or that's going to treat them the same way or better. These men typically let the women lead the relationships because they think, well, if she's not upset, then my life's good. So like if I'm with this girl and my life's only peaceful as long as she's getting what she wants. So the girl's walking all over him. This is what's known as like the scarcity mentality. These are men that just do not believe that they can find another girl. And I'm trying to tell you guys in this video that that's just not the case. You will always be able to replace this girl with another girl as long as you don't join like the MGTOW movement, which is like men going their own way. As long as you don't join that and you keep going and talking to girls in time, and that's is it in time, because we don't have women can break up with you and then sleep with another guy the next day. Men, we can't do that, but that's just life. You just have to accept reality for what it is. But I promise you, in time, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year. You never know. There will be another girl as long as you keep talking to girls. Now, I don't want you guys to go out of your way to, like focus on getting a girlfriend or focus on talking to girls. You've got other things to worry about instead of going out and like purposely looking to approach girls to get phone numbers. There are guys that teach how to cold approach like that. And if you need that experience, I think it's cool to set aside like an hour every like Friday or Saturday or Sunday to go and do that. Like at this point in my life, I've got other stuff to focus on. If I want to go to the gym, I'm going there to work out and socialize. However, I'm not going to go out of my way at the gym to talk to a girl that's all the way across the gym. But if she's right next to me or in my area, I will absolutely go and cold approach that girl. If I have work to do, like I'm filming YouTube videos, if I have a girl text me, am I free in like 30 minutes or an hour to get together for like coffee or like lunch or something like that, which you should never accept an afternoon date anyways. But for the purpose of this example, I'm in the middle of working right now. So if a girl wants to hang out, sorry, I'm not going to be free until later tonight. So if that works, then I'll see you. But I've got other stuff to do right now anyways. So with the abundance mindset, what this really comes down to, guys, is just understanding that for the most part, 99% of girls, they're just not going to like you. They're not going to be available, or they're going to be taken. So when it comes to talking to girls, having abundance means that like you believe there's so many different women out there that you've got options available, even if you don't right now, that if you ask a girl to hang out, ask her one time. If you want to hang out one time, if she does not agree to hang out, and she doesn't give you an alternative date to when she can. So, for example, hey, are you free on Saturday at 6 o'clock? I would love to see you. Women, because they avoid conflict, they will give you an indirect way of saying no. Oh, I'm not free on Saturday. I've got so much work I got to catch up on, and then I got a couple errands to run, and I don't know when I'm going to be available, and I don't want you waiting around for me. That's her way of saying, no, I'm not, even if she knows she can be free. So if you say, okay, you ask her to hang out, she basically told you no in a way that sounds convincing as to why she can't. Just say, okay, hey, when you want to hang out in the future, shoot me a text. And then you're going to stop talking to that girl for the rest of your life, and you're going to continue to go out and meet a new girl. All we're doing in dating, gentlemen, is we're sorting through the women that are going to say no, which is 99% of them, and we're looking for that one unicorn that's going to say yes. Now, when you find that one unicorn, now it goes back to the beginning of this video. You have to know what it is that you're looking for. So if you start dating this girl and you go on like a couple dates, like you might be hooking up with this girl, but if you start noticing red flags about stuff that you don't like, guess what? This is not a girl that you want to be with in a long-term relationship. Do not be that guy, coming from experience, that notices red flags in girls that you don't like, but she's hot and you like having sex with her. You're going to ignore these red flags, thinking that if she likes you more, these might not go away. If a person shows you who they really are the first time around, believe that that's who they're going to be. People, for the most part, do not change. They only become better versions of themselves. So if you're with a girl right now that's really hot and you're having sex with her and it's fun, but she's miserable to be around because she's angry all the time, I'm speaking from experience, that is not going to change. That girl is likely always going to be like that. And then what's going to happen if you're with a girl like this, like she's just miserable all the time, that's going to start like bleeding into your lifestyle, and you are going to become miserable and angry by hanging out with this girl. That's where that quote, you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with, comes from, because that's absolutely true, guys. Let's say you ditch this girl because you're like, okay, you know what, that ain't gonna work for me, no thanks, I'm not okay with that, and you're back to square one with no girls, and you meet another girl and she wants to hang out with you. But this girl, you hang out with her, but you're busy working because you've got a career and you can only see her on the weekends, but she's complaining that she doesn't get to spend enough time with you. That's a good sign that she wants to see you. But if she's complaining this early on that she can't see you, that's also, she's showing insecurity that she's going to be extremely needy herself. Say, listen, if this is causing an issue that I can't see you until I'm free, then I don't think this is going to work out. I wish you the best. But I'm sitting here building a life that no one's going to build for me. I'm trying to get as rich as I possibly can. I'm working on what I'm passionate about. I will see you on the weekends whenever I make time. And if that's not going to work for you, then I think you should go and talk to another guy that's not going to be as busy as I am. But I've got career goals that I'm trying to hit. And if she agrees, okay, then that could be a good sign. But if she complains, or let's say if she complains about it, you need to move on. Or if she agrees and then that pattern repeats later on, which it likely will, you need to move on. Having abundance with women makes dealing with women so easy because you stop putting up with like the that women do. You ever hear that like women play games? And that really just comes down to understanding like how women communicate, what they're looking for in a man. Like, yes, women do play games, but I think most of the time they're not even thinking about it because this is just natural feminine behavior. You are just looking for a girl that's going to cooperate. You want 100% cooperation when it comes to women. I want to hang out with you. Are you free on this day? If she really likes you guys, she will make time to see you. And if she can't make time, but she really wants to see you, she will try to plan a different day that works for both of you guys. You will never have to question if a girl likes you or not. And if you remember I talked about the scarcity mentality. If you don't believe you can get a girl, this girl could be showing you red flags and openly saying, no, I can't hang out. And she's not trying to reschedule. And you're going to be that guy that's like, okay, well, listen, let's try again. And you'll keep talking to her and you'll ask her out again and she'll say no. You'll keep talking to her. You'll ask her out again. She'll say no. And you'll keep talking to her. And that cycle repeats itself. Men who don't believe that women are everywhere are these guys that this could also be like a childhood insecurity as well. If you know attachment styles, they cling on to girls that are just emotionally unavailable or just not available for them. And that can come from maybe one of their parents not being available, where you kind of had to like work for their love, for instance. So if this girl's not hanging out, like if this girl's not making seeing you easy, you might be attracted to that girl because it's bringing up your childhood and you're not even aware of it. So I think attachment styles are something worth talking about, or at least studying for you guys. I'm not going to do that in this video, but I'm trying to help you guys understand that if a girl is not, like if you ask her to do something and she doesn't do it, that's a flag. If you try to hang out with her and she don't want to hang out, that's a red flag. If you're on a date with her and she starts talking in a way that you don't like and like it's really bothering you, like if she keeps talking about her previous ex and she just won't drop it, that's a red flag because maybe she's not over that guy. That's a red flag. If you're dating a girl and this is from experience, if you're dating a girl and she's still married but they've been separated for a long time, that's a red flag because that marriage is not finalized yet. She could still have feelings for that ex-husband. Speaking from experience, guys, this is why you need to just get better at like moving on. If a girl's not ready, willing, able, and open to being in a relationship, it's not a girl worth pursuing. This is why I say it takes practice, because you're not going to just like all of a sudden break this habit of like, oh, this girl doesn't want to hang out. Oh, I'll try it again. You're going to fight yourself. Like, oh, she can't hang out, but she's really hot. I really want to try it again. Maybe I'll ask her out in like a couple days. And if I keep talking to her, maybe she'll like me more and then, oh, it'll work out. No, guys, I used to give girls 2 chances. Now I only give them 1 chance now. I used to give girls 2 chances where, okay, ask them out once, it didn't work out. Okay, I'll try again in a week. And every single time I've done that, the same thing happened. They still don't want to hang out with you. If a girl really likes you, she will try to make plans with you the first time you hang out with her. So if you ask her to hang out and she says no, or she gives you an excuse, but she doesn't agree to hanging out, tell her, okay, when you want to hang out, get a hold of me. Take care and move on, guys. It's like, this is why I say, like, if you haven't done this before, you're going to hit that wall. You're going to be like, ooh, I know what I need to do here, but I'm finding it really hard to do it. This girl's really hot and I really wanted to go somewhere. I want to give it another shot. I'm telling you right now, gentlemen, that's not worth your time. You're going to be wasting time trying to hang out with a girl that doesn't want to see you when you could be putting your efforts into other girls and eventually finding that one girl that does want to see you and then does check off all the boxes of the girl that you're looking for long term. This is what having abundance is. Just believing that you're awesome. Girls like you. If this girl doesn't work out, great. There's another one right next door. What's that quote? There's another bus in the next 15 minutes. That's absolutely true, bro. There's women everywhere. And when you get good at talking to girls, your dating pool opens up because you're able to talk to more girls that you maybe like didn't used to before. Like if a girl's really pretty and you have a hard time talking to really pretty girls, you just got to practice going up and talking to girls. That way you can understand that pretty girls or ugly girls, they're all the same. They're all women. Just because she's pretty doesn't mean she's better than you. She's likely way more insecure than this other girl is. Pretty girls are very insecure about themselves, but we don't believe that. But I can tell you from experience, bro, they absolutely are. Girls are all the same. They're all insecure. They're not special. Just because she's hot does not make her any different. You could talk to her just like you would talk to any other girl. And when you learn how to do this, your dating pool opens up and you're going to be able to talk to the girls that you really like, which means at some point in time, you're going to get into a relationship with the girl that you really want. But you won't do this if you don't have abundance with women, because you're not going to think there's enough of them out there. This is just a way of thinking that makes dating so easy, because you stop wasting time with the girls that are going to go nowhere. So if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, if you have anything you want to add to this video, maybe how you think in abundance, leave it in the comment section down below. Would love to see your thoughts on this. And remember, guys, I did just release my new big thing I'm trying to push. That is my full-fledged video course with downloadable PDFs in a private community for men that understand that if you get better at understanding women and communicating with women, that will absolutely increase your dating life. This is something that I'm trying to put together that I want men to be able to come into and just work with other men, get help from other men, share their wins, share their losses, ask questions. I'm going to be involved in this, so I'm going to be part of this community, but I want something where us guys can just come together and get better at understanding women and all have like successful dating lives, if I can talk. Remember, I've got a full-fledged video course, 45 videos in this program right now, and I've got about 12 to 17 more, I can't give or take, that I'm editing currently. I add new videos every time I think of something that would help you, and then downloadable PDFs so that way I can expand on some of these topics that you guys need to know about, like asking questions to girls, because most guys just don't know how to do that. Then you're going to get the private Telegram community, which I talked about. Not only that, I'm offering bi-weekly live calls for 1 hour, where if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, instead of paying me for an hour of my time, well, if you're part of this community, you can just ask me a question right then and there, and you can get an answer for that. That's going to be linked in the description. And if you like this video, gentlemen, check out this one right here. You're going to love that one as well. And guys, hey, I'll see you in the next one.